Hey everybody. Hope everybody's doing well today. Um, let's see. Go ahead and kind of start. Phase 2. I am currently waiting on my login info. I keep checking my phone because I know it's coming. Like anytime. They had to make a couple of fixes and I'm waiting to verify that they are fixed. So I did get to look at it a little bit. They had a couple of things wrong in it, so they're fixing that. And then all I'm waiting on is a message on my phone to say they're done, so that way I can check it again. And so we're kind of at that point where, I guess, same point we've been at. I guess we're still waiting on programmers, but at least I have seen part of it. So, I didn't get far into it because I immediately said, no, this isn't right. So they're changing something and they're supposed to come back to me here, hopefully in the next hour or two. I keep hoping like any minute, but, I've kind of been hoping any minute for like 3 weeks. So had a kind of a knockout blowout with the programmers yesterday, and even had a nice conversation with their boss. So because one of the programmers asked me to give a good review on their company or whatever, and I said, what? I can't say anything good right now. Same thing I said, last week when they asked me. I said, you told me 2 weeks. I said, we're at 6. I said, so I have nothing good to say. But so after that, they said they were done all of a sudden, gave me access. And as soon as I got access, I was like, this isn't right. So they're changing a couple of things and supposed to get it back to me. So we are at that point where we're really close. I just need them to be done and be done right. Let's see. Phase 3 is on track. I will have access to phase 3 January 16th. So phase 3 will be launching before the end of January. But phase 2 should be launching anytime. And then, and then phase 3 will launch shortly after, and then we'll move on to, phase 4. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet, how fast phase 4 will come, because phase 3 will generate a recurring monthly income. When it does that, that will allow all profits that are from that recurring monthly income, because it's actually an ad program. When that one does that, those profits will be dished into giveaways in phase 2 and phase 1. That's why, a lot of people, that are complaining about how slow phase 1 is going. There's not a position in phase 3, Eric. Phase 3 is pretty much like an advertising platform, but it gives you different things. There is monthly packages people have that they can get. They can advertise any business they're in, pictures, banners, things like that on it's kind of like a splash page that shows up to all members. That splash page will also be put into solo ads by us, by me. So I'll be using different solo ad vendors to find the best results. So everybody that's paying for advertising within the page not only is advertising to every member within the system already, which is a lot of advertising platforms when you think about it. You're advertising to everybody that is also advertising something. But everybody's already in the online world, so they're interested in online money making. So it's great to advertise within something like that because everybody else is involved in something. But we're also going to take that same page and put it into solo ads, so we're advertising outside of it. And that will be in every week solo ads that'll be going on. And within phase 3, we'll provide the link so they can see how many clicks the solo ads are getting a week. Doesn't mean necessarily they're clicking on your ad, but they will go to the page that shows all the ads. And every time that page is refreshed or gone back to, it will be different ads showing up all the time because they're in rotation. Yes, yes, it does earn you. Well, it earns you an amount of people you've brought in. It's not a pay-per-click program, which is something we are looking into. That might be something either I can add to phase 3 or it may be a phase 4 thing. If I can add it to phase 3, that's obviously where we're going to go with it because it can just make phase 3 more valuable. So it's not a pay-per-click. It's more of a phase 3 is, if you bring in somebody and they pay the monthly ad package and stuff like that to advertise their business. Plus, it also gives bulk email systems. So if you need an autoresponder for any business to reply to emails or send bulk emails to a large list, it provides that. It also provides capture lead page builders. So you can build lead pages for any business you're in, and you can advertise. So it provides all those things, and it has different packages allowing different amounts of things. But what it does is, let's say you bring in 10 people and they all pay certain packages. You make a certain amount for every one of those people that paid their monthly fee for their package. You also make a certain amount from people they brought in and a certain amount from people they brought in. So down 3 levels deep, you're getting paid off of people that are just paying for their advertising services. So, but phase 2, as soon as we get it launched here, which should be very soon, the phase 2 is going to kick in. The biggest thing we're running into right now is, before, when I talked about how we had people, on like phase 1 going back because they're upset it's not moving as fast or whatever, and they go to the bank or credit card, whoever they're doing it from, and marking their credit card charges unknown or fraudulent and blah blah. That comes back, it takes the money back out of the bank account that all the money goes into. Okay, plus it takes an extra $15 for every time somebody's been does it. Okay. I'm at the point now where I totaled it up the other day, and technically when you take it back like that, okay, technically it's stealing from everybody within phase 1. Everybody that is in phase 1, that money is coming out of money that's supposed to be paid up to people. When I totaled up the other day, technically, over 22 grand has been taken. So I've got 22 grand I'm going to personally put back into the system. But I'm going to do it from phase 2 and from phase 3. Phase 2, that extra dollar, for a while, I'm not going to be able to give away positions in phase 1 first. I've got to try to replace some of that money and then start giving away positions. That way there's more money to be able to pay out. I can't justify giving away so many positions that we have $22,000 in payouts, and then I can't pay people out because that all money's all been taken back by people. Now I am tracking the card numbers. I am locating the accounts. I won't allow them to do withdrawals on those accounts anymore. Those accounts, if they've taken all the money back, those accounts are now mine. The positions that they have, I will pay for eventually as time goes, because that's the only way I can do it now. Or the admin account will pay for it. So, and they'll become admin accounts. So when they earn, it'll be put back into giving stuff away. But yeah, they've kind of, they may not look at it that way, but they've screwed the entire system to where I'm not going to let it stop it. I'm going to try to fix it. So phase 2, we'll work on that slowly. But phase 2 will also allow us to build back up some of that and give away some positions. Phase 3, I think, is going to be an even bigger thing because it has a monthly recurring cost and things like that, and it offers more. So phase 3 will actually be the full business scale of what runs everything. Phase 3's money will quickly replace that money and start giving away positions. In phase 2, it will throw in positions in phase 1. Phase 3 will be the final point that actually speeds up everything. Phase 2, I think, is going to take off quickly on its own. I don't know how fast it will be able to kick to phase 1. That just depends on how fast it moves. But phase 3, I know we'll be able to pick them both up. Yes, phase 3 has a capture page builder system built into it. So you can build capture pages for any business, any program you want. Has an autoresponder bulk email system. So you can send emails to anybody you want. Bulk email list, 100,000 emails at one time. It has no problem. It will also have advertising. So when members log in, it will bring up a page. It will have a banner ad at the top for anybody that pays for the package that has a banner ad. You have a full page ad in the middle for people that pay for the level that has the full page ad. And it will have little ads at the bottom, across the bottom of the screen. When that page will be the page, that web page will be the page that we also send out in solo ads to anybody looking to make money online, making anything. So when they pull up that page, it'll load a page of ads, and if they refresh it, obviously it'll change because it's a rotating page to keep everybody in the system getting their ads seen. Yes, Brian, you'll be able to add lists to it through be able to add lists that are, I think it'll do it from comma separated value. And I think it also has a notepad upload way. Comma separated value is usually the easiest way to do it. Phase 3 is something I'm putting together. It's not running. It's actually already being built. Phase 3 is, it's good. It's already being built. Unfortunate, I just dumped my entire end of life savings that I could have used to replace the stolen money out of phase 1, but then we wouldn't have phase 3 being built. So here I am trying to threaten programmers about phase 2 because I need stuff moving in the process of waiting for phase 3. Eventually I would like to add into phase 3, I would like to add maybe a pay-per-click system, video watch, pay-per-click, for ads, things like that. But as of right now, it's an advertising platform with a bulk email system and a capture page builder. And the advertising is advertising everybody within the membership and also within solo ads. So, it's a pretty well system. But eventually, once I can get into adding pay-per-click stuff, then we're going into adding that in. And because I've just kind of got a much better handle on how pay-per-click works, where the money's coming from, how it all is adjusted. So we talked about doing that before, and I needed to learn more about how the pay-per-click system worked and where the money's coming from for those clicks. So now that I've got that all figured out and kind of got ideas jotted down, once this company is done with phase 3, which I'm supposed to have access January 16th, and I have no doubt in my mind they're going to be on schedule. They emailed me almost, well, since they started, they've emailed me every 2 days. And they give me an update every 2 days. This is where we're at, everything. So phase 1, obviously no one can earn if no one's buying. And that's where phase 1 is at. So phase 2, technically, as we launch phase 2 will start earning. As phase 2's, the extra dollar from registration starts piling up, then I will be able to start, first off, replacing some of the money that's been stolen out of phase 1 and taking some of the money and giving positions away within the system. Once I'm giving positions away, phase 1 will start growing. Then when phase 3 launches, obviously there's going to be a lot more money coming in to be able to put back into phase 1 and phase 2 as well. So phase 1, if we launch phase 2 in the next week, phase 1, I'm not saying everybody will start earning, but phase 1 should have some movement where people are starting to earn again in the next week or two. Once phase 3 launches, it's going to really speed it up. Everything's going to really start moving because I'm going to start dumping a lot into it. And you also have to keep in mind that, once phase 3 launches, all that stuff that I'm putting in there, that is literally, phase 3 is a company now that I have to pay business taxes on. Okay. So it is my earnings, my income. And I'm going to dump that entire income into phase 1 and 2 to give away to everybody else. So literally, technically, it's getting to a point now that all that money has been stolen out of the system. Pretty much, I'm going to end up giving away my money to make sure people earned as I said they would. And that's okay. Karishma, the phase 2 emails, as soon as I look at the phase 2 when they send it to me again, and as soon as I say it's right, I am going to start writing the email, and I'm going to start sending it out. Well, as far as the credit cards go, phase 3 has to be credit cards because it is a taxable business. It's in the United States, and the United States will not allow me to accept Bitcoin in phase 3. So phase 3 is paid out straight to a bank. It is paid in by credit card, or PayPal or whatever, but it is a legitimate business, and it has no cryptocurrency within it at all. Which is good and bad. Bad for the people who do a lot with crypto. It's good for the people that want the money to go straight to the bank. Phase 2 is what I'm undecided on. I'm working on it, whether we do the credit cards or not. Yeah, the phase 1, phase 1 came to a halt because, positions stopped moving. Now, the only positions that keep moving is the 50 cent positions, and that's because the bot does that every so often. But it's not doing such a huge amount anymore to where, yes, Bev, because your BitPay card is a credit card. It's a MasterCard, so once you move the money to the BitPay card, it's actually USD. It's not Bitcoin anymore. But yeah, as far as phase one, it's where it's at because nothing's getting bought, and I'm going to put everything I can earn into phase one to keep it going. Jerry, that'll all be explained in the email when I send it out. In phase two, it's going to be obviously like the very first couple of people that like sign up will use the standard link, which is the admin, the website. So after that, as people build their teams, they will have their own replicated link that they will send that will put them on their team. So anybody that registers from their link will be on their team. So anybody that has no team or nobody sign up under, they just go to the regular page and sign up, and they'll be under the admin account, which pretty much the admin's at the point. So it's going to it's kind of act like it's going to kind of be like a company build then for them, because it's just going to place them on the first team with the first empty hole. So, then, obviously, there'll be others because other people just run across them on the internet and they find it and they sign up and then they bring their team, or whatever. So it happens. But that's how team builds work. If you sign up just for the website, obviously you're on the admin's team, which is the whole system. So you're getting placed in the first empty hole on the team. Yep. So that's everything I've ever made off of phase one, because some people have made comments where they're like, well, obviously you're not complaining about phase one because you're at the top, so you've made money. I did make money off phase one. I haven't withdrawn a penny. It's all sitting there, and it's all getting spent by the bot. That I have, I'm not withdrawing if members that I made promises to aren't withdrawing. So it's sitting there and it's getting spent by the bot. I haven't went in and bought a lot of $5 and $20 positions lately because, I've been focused on phase two. I've been focused on trying to get healthy. That flu or whatever I had just kind of, every time I thought I was getting better, it kept knocking me right back down. So, still a little weak off and on, but I feel I'm getting better. So, and thank you, Beth. I think with phase two coming, phase two is going to be the big one. If you think about it, if phase two can hit even 22,000 registered members, okay, in the first week or two, we've replaced every penny that has been stolen, okay, because there's an extra dollar at the registration. So 22,000 registered accounts is $22,000, okay, so it replaces everything. And at that point, all I'm looking to, I'm not really looking to replace the whole 22,000 right off the bat, because I want to start putting money towards phase one and giving away positions. So like the first 8,000 registered members in phase two, that $8,000 will replace some of the stolen money. After that, like the next $8,000 that comes in off that extra dollar, will probably just be giving away positions in phase one. Then after that, some more go towards replacing some of that stolen money. Until that money's all replaced, then everything will be given away that we have. I've also heard a couple other concerns about admins being at the top of phase two. They are not. Admins have no idea what the website is. And they won't know. They will be an email system just like I proposed before when we go backwards. So Yeah, Jerry. What I'm gonna do is hopefully really hoping that they get back to me soon and give me this and everything's right. I didn't even get all the way into the testing to be able to see where, because in the admin I can see what the payouts are set at. I didn't even get that far before I shut it down. So once I get in and verify that they put the payouts right and things like that, then I am going to, because I haven't even built charts yet because I've been so down with the sickness and everything. I put it all on paper, Word, Microsoft Word, stuff like that. Send it to the programmers. That's how everything was built. Once I verify they've got it right, I'm gonna pull up my PowerPoint, make a couple charts real quick, which they take me like a whole 5 minutes anyway. Make a couple charts, and then I'll be posting them on the .com website. The .com website's going to have some major changes going on tomorrow. I'm going to start reorganizing everything on it. So you'll see even a link that'll show up for, to get into phase 2, but it just won't be active yet until the emails, after the emails have went out, then I'll activate that link. So, but yeah, the pay plan charts phase 2 are coming. You will have them a good, nothing's happened to them, Anita. They're still sitting there. As they grow, eventually they will get to where they start paying out. They just gotta get to where they fill. I had someone else question, and I'm just trying to think of how to do this. I guess I need to get like a whiteboard behind me or something. Someone else was questioning, or more or less had an argument with me, I guess, on the Facebook group about Company Force and how Company Force works. So let me see if I can get this in front of the camera and just kind of give you an idea how Company Force really works. Okay, and I'm just going to use a 2-wide system for purposes of just showing it. So okay, so if you can see this, in a 2-wide system, you can see the numbers I put. 1 is the admin, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. In one of the Facebook posts, somebody said that ours is not a proper Company Force because it doesn't move people up. And I told them, nobody moves up in a Company Force. Okay. Anybody has told you that it does, they're just trying to make it an easy way to explain how the system works. Nobody moves up. What happens is, let's say you're in a system, okay? Let's say you're in a system that only pays 2 levels deep, okay? So obviously in this one, the admin already got paid out, okay? So the admin is paid. In a Company Force, okay, number 2 is the next one that's going to get paid. Once hit 8, 9, 10, 11 show up, then number 2 has finished 2 levels deep. Then number 3, once 12, 13, 14, and 15 show up. Then it'll go to number 4, which is waiting on 16, 17, 18, 19. Get what I'm saying? So nobody technically, they don't move anywhere. The system moves to them. And that's how Company Force works. Now, Team Force obviously could be, 1, 2, 3. Then it can go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It just, this same side might not grow because it's Team Force. Then that's what takes with Company Force programs. That's what allows them to slow down so much, is because when it gets wide, where the payout section is wide, okay, it's got a long list to go through to work its way all the way across to get everybody paid. So nothing happens to the 5, the 15, the 20 that you have in the system. All that's waiting on is for it to get through the system. Once we're starting to put more of this from phase 2, the extra money that it brings in, the extra money from phase 3, and I start dumping all the profits into phase 1 and phase 2, giving away positions, it's going to start moving positions. Positions will be piling in. And once that happens, those re-entries will hit, they'll move positions around, everything will start growing again. So yeah, nothing happens to it. It's just, we have to get it moving again. And I'm going to do that with the profits from phase 2 and phase 3. So let's see. And I believe so too, Bev. I believe that, I'm hoping phase 2, jump out there and it'll replace money pretty quickly. I've also looked at, I'd like to bring in a pay-per-click system and add it in with the phase 3 parts. After phase 3 is done, I'm going to look at talking to this company and saying, hey, can we add these features to it? If I can add a pay-per-click, that would be awesome too. Gives other people other ways to make money within phase 3. I've even thought about, phase 4 might be a 2x2 crowdfunding platform to make, so we went, 4 wide, then 3 wide, then 2 wide. So it keeps getting faster, and let everything keep dumping any extras back into others. Phase 3 obviously will be the one that will generate forever. And that's what we'll keep pushing back into phase 1 and phase 2. I don't think a 2x2 would ever need it really. So the only reason we didn't start with the 2x2 is because 2x2s take a little longer to make big money because the money doesn't grow very fast. So other than that, I'm not going to make tonight's meeting too long because I'm in that waiting point where here in a few minutes, I'm going to, end this call. I'm going to go eat dinner if I haven't got the message yet. That way, when he messages me, I'm ready. Because when I get that message tonight, I don't plan on sleeping tonight. I plan on, getting it fully tested tonight. I plan on getting emails ready tomorrow or finishing testing, through the day as long as it takes me. I don't plan on stopping until I've, sent emails out, made some announcements. I'm at that point where, I'm so irritated that it's so far behind that now that it's about ready, as soon as he hands me it, tells me I can get back into it and check it. Unless something's wrong and I have to hand it back to him, I'm not stopping until I've announced launch. So yes, Beth, I am. Well, since he gave me access earlier, and it was a complete letdown when I logged in. I was like, this ain't right. But yeah, I am a little wired because he said, okay, give me an hour to 2, and I'm waiting and I'm ready. So I want to get it tested. I want to get it announced. I want to get everything ready, and I'd like to get emails, at least the first set email saying, hey, this is the day we're going to launch. Emails will come out, on this day and blah, blah. So yeah, Catherine, I won't overdo it. If this guy if he don't message me by 11 o'clock tonight, then obviously I'll get 5 or 6 hours of sleep and then be back at it. So, that's where we're at. And, stay tuned, watch Facebook, watch your emails. watch YouTube, watch the .com website. It'll be changing tomorrow. I'll have stuff on the .com site. Emails will be coming out and stuff like that. So just know I am working on it. Shouldn't be too much longer. So everybody take care. Have a good night. And you'll hear from me very soon, I hope.